So I made a coconut saffron soaked in cognac. I did a mango cremo and a white chocolate garnish.
It's a really nice flower. It is super abstract, and you totally nailed that form.
And it reminds me of a bird of paradise.
Does it?
It does. I love booze. Everybody knows I love booze, but it was too much. This is the spring break that I'm used to. But it's a lot.
Alex, bienvenue.
So I prep patachoux inside your crema with guava, and I decorate with chocolate past.
Your flower is very, very pretty.
Thank you.
However, I want to see more.
Maybe coloring the patachoux or something to bring it give it a little bit more color other than using more modeling chocolate on top.
Give me some pizzazz.
Well, there's not enough guava for sure.
It's bland, right? It's just kind of bland. Just I need some acidity. I need some salt. I need some sugar.
Yeah, so next round, give it to us. Yeah.
All right, Alex, thanks so much. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. This was not worthy spring baking championship.
No.
So bakers, the judges wanted me to tell you that these are some of the most sophisticated desserts that they've ever seen in a first challenge. So the bar this season, it is going to be very, very high. So the tropical dessert that has won the first preheat was baked by Anna. Congratulations! The vibrant pink and yellow color of your bowl cake made your dessert look like a celebration of late. Against the backdrop of your tender cake, it's silky mousse. That really popped. Anna, you picked up an amazing souvenir from your spring break tropical bake, the first advantage of the season. We're going to get to that in a bit. But first, let's talk about something else you won. The preheat champagne flute. Bakers, each time one of you wins a challenge, I'll give you one of these medallions to put on your station. So Anna, here you go. Well done. Nice job.
I definitely walked into this feeling like an underdog, so the fact that I have this little boost of confidence is going to carry me a long way.
So it's kind of a fun way of keeping track of who's crushing it in the kitchen. Well, it's fun for the bakers who actually get one, of course. Let's talk about the Mean Heat Challenge now. Spring break isn't all about partying on the beach and getting a wicked tan. I mean, it's mostly about that. But for those who like a more active vacation, spring is the perfect time of year to have an outdoor adventure. When the weather warms up, I like to grab my surfboard and head straight to the beach. But other spring breakers prefer to hop on a bike, maybe take a hike on a mountain trail, or saddle up on a horse at a dude ranch. So for your first Main Heat Challenge, you're going to take us along on your spring break journey with a spring break adventure cake. The design of your cake, that should be a celebration of your favorite spring break outdoor adventure. And to make this first Main Heat an even juicier challenge, you'll flavor your cake with some fresh spring citrus. So when your time starts, you're going to dash up here, you're going to grab a spring break travel brochure, and inside, you'll find your featured flavor. We've got Meyer Lemon, Cara Cara Orange, Kumquat, Key Lime, Pomelo, or Tangerine. Now, Anna, for creating the judge's favorite tropical dessert in the preheat, I'm going to give you the first pick of the citrus.
Okay. Meyer lemon.
Meyer Lemon for Anna.
This is definitely a good advantage. We've used lemons in everything, and I'm so excited to showcase this as my feature flavor.
You know, all great adventures come with a little danger. And this one is no exception. Because after this Main Heat is over, one baker's going to be heading home. So don't hold anything back, okay? You've got 3 hours to create your spring break adventure cakes. Y'all ready? Let the adventure begin. Big time starts now. The pressure is now on. I know it's only day one, but this is a Main Heat Challenge. Somebody's going home. I definitely don't want to go home. It's all on the line right now. The jitters have got to be out. Hello, Miss Preheat Champion. How are you feeling after winning the very first challenge of the season?
Wow, I'm like in shock and awe. I've never been classically trained, which honestly was like my biggest intimidation factor coming into this. So I learned about fashion way, like I could very well be. And actually a bunch of young but like different monasteries have taught me to bake too. Wait.
Are you serious?
I've been kidding. Yeah. I'm Greek, and I actually go to Greek Orthodox schools throughout the U.S. And I bake with like a bunch of nuns. It's just a super amazing spiritual experience. So my ultimate school break vacation would be going to Greece. So I'm going to do a Greek-inspired lemon cake with a lemon fennel curd. Fennel's a very big flavor as well, and that'll kind of balance out the tartness of the lemon. We're going to do a baklava layer for some crunch, and then we're going to frost it and then dry it.
Where in Greece are we going?
We're going to Santorini, the iconic mountaintop village scene, little church. I'm going to airbrush my sunset in the ocean, and out of sugar cookies, make a little village church, some little roses. It's going to be a true representation of me, and that gives me the confidence that I need, because almost everyone in this group seems to be professionally trained in one way or another. That's why I'm making this cake in honor of my hopes and dreams going to Greece.
I just way too many oranges.
I feel I was very close to winning the Reiki. It makes me want to win even more. I want to be number one. So the citrus that I got is Caracara orange. It's kind of like a noble orange. It's a little bit sweeter. I don't bake a lot with orange, but I usually pair it with cardamom. I don't want it to be overpowering, so just a hint of cardamom to add some traditional Indian flavors to the cake.
Rochelle, during spring break, are you an adventurous type of person?
Okay, so I am not an adventurous kind of girl,
Okay.
but 2 years ago, my then boyfriend decided we were going to go on a hiking trip.
Okay.
He took so much trouble to plan the trip, so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go. And then that's where he popped the question. And it was beautiful. We had mountains, the lake, Lake Moraine. That was basically the best adventure of my life. So that's my inspiration for the cake. And I'm going to use the Swiss Marine buttercream, gonna kind of draw like some mountains and a lake. All in my head, it sounds great.
If you could put that onto a cake, I'll
Yeah.
be very, very impressed.
I will be impressed too.
All right, Stephen, what's your biggest takeaway from the judges after that first preview? What do you have to really focus on?
I think I just have to stay to my strengths and just kind of like focus on what I do good. And I just have to rely on my creativity to pull me through.
Yeah. Okay, so walk me through the cake. What kind of flavors you got?
I have a key lime. I'm going to do a lime and mint chiffon cake. And on top of that, I'm going to do a key lime curd. And I'm going to have a coconut macadamia crumble. A little bit of a crunch on the inside of the cake. And also nut to citrus kind of thing, just to balance up the tanginess of the citrus. I'm originally from the Pacific Northwest, specifically Vancouver.
Yeah.
And so whenever spring comes, the mountains are clear, the snow's melting. So the first thing I do is do a spring hike. So what I'm going to do is try to do maybe like a mountain theme on the side of the cake with fondant, and for the top of my cake, some chocolate, buttercream evergreen, a coconut crumble for the trail that I usually hike on. And then I'm going to do a little lace out of sugar. But usually when you're hiking, you can hike to like lakes and glaciers kind of thing.
Seeing Whistler in front of me.
Yeah, I don't want to get too like ambitious, but
Is the cake going to be like 7 tiers?
no, it's not.
Okay, I'm still doing kumquats. I think most time-consuming part right now is to cut all of these stupid little kumquats and take all the seeds out to make sure there's not bitterness from seeds. I'm going to try to do marmalade and get it done in the amount of time, because we all know that marmalade is supposed to be like a slow food.
Sabrina, how are you feeling at this point?
Feeling good about my cake decorating skills, so it's just, it's not a lot. Sorry.
Apparently,
I find it a little stronger than what it was. Somewhere bitter, but I'm trying to balance it with the sugar and everything. Add a little ginger to it, a little bit of orange elements, kind of bring out the kumquat. So it's going to be vanilla cake with the orange zest, kumquat marmalade with vanilla buttercreams.
Spring break adventure day. So walk me through the decorations.
As a fellow Canadian, I enjoy hiking, enjoy the mountain. So I'm going to carve like a little hiking trail in there. I want to put like a little sign, and then the waterfalls.
How do you think about this now that you've been here in the kitchen, you're seeing some of these other vendors?
You know, the ones that you think you're watching out for, other ones just are like right up there. It's anyone's getting literally anyone's getting.
Watch out.
Yeah, I know, like eggs.
Here, Robert.
Jesse.
You gotta be feeling pretty good after that preview.
Yeah, I'm about to get into the zone a little bit, see the kitchen.
It's fantastic. Something I learned from the preheat was that the judges want the flavor. They want to taste it. They want to see it.
Yeah.
So the citrus that I got is fire lemon. It's a saucy sweet orange and lemon. I'm making a fire lemon cake, fire lemon curd. I'm going to be infusing some hibiscus flowers into the cake itself. A little floral. I'm going to tropical. It's Florida. I'm going with a tropical theme. So this is going to harken back to my childhood. Originally from Miami. A lot of my memories of spring break were beach, going west coast of Florida. So I'm going to do a beach cake theme. I want to do a gradient of very deep blue sea oceans and baby blue, do chocolate work with sea creatures, do chocolate coral. I'm also going to be doing some sugar work, use bright blue isomalt coral in a tough competition like this where everyone is so good. If I really want to wow the judges with a lot of different techniques. This is why bakers are so nice and cursing. We let it all out while we're baking.
Oh, wait, we're going.
It's been pretty fun.
2 hours to go, so you have to give the judges a taste of adventure and cake.
That makes me nervous already.
I'm so impressed.
What are you guys doing?
I'm good, baby. The preheat was awful. I got a little overwhelmed. Maybe I am going to follow my instincts and work technically really well. The citrus flavor I got is pomelo. It's like a grapefruit, but it's a little bit softer, but it still has that tangy tartness. I'm going to make a gin one cake with mellow baked curd and a whipped cream fresh with cashews, finished with a brown butter Swiss meringue buttercream. My spring break adventure, I'm going to keep the Parisian thing going. My favorite spring break adventure activity is definitely to travel. So to decorate my cake, I'm going to focus on my love of Monet's Garden in Giverny and the beautiful flowers that exist there and have the cake. I'm going to paint on the cake so that it looks like a Monet cake. I am not going literal. It's more impressionistic. Why does it look so short? I am distributing my batter. I realized that I don't have enough. I don't want thin layers for this cake. I actually want thicker layers so I can decorate it. This is not going to give me a stable structure to decorate the cake the way that I want it. I don't want thin layers. I want like nice meaty layers. I'm realizing that I don't have enough batter. It's not enough to do a decoration on. Now, I am going to double my batter, so I'm making a whole nother batter mixture, and then I'll mix the batters together. I'm hoping I can get that in time to focus on design. I just made a mistake. I'm not going to do that again.
I'm just looking for a little bit of a crunch element. So I am going to do like a baklava equivalent. This is a homework flavor fruit. A traditional baklava consists of walnuts, different kinds of almond, but I chose not to do walnuts. I just feel like pistachios would really complement the brightness of the Meyer lemons. That tastes like home. I painstakingly eat all of the things from these kumquats. Even the end on your cake looks really nice.
Only 90 minutes to complete your spring break adventure cakes. Zoe, how we doing?
I feel the fact that this is an elimination challenge makes it ever so much more pressure to succeed. The preheat did not go well at all. I need to show the judges what I can do for this preheat.
Are you liking the ingredient?
Loving the ingredient. We eat candies all the time. They're not super acidic. I love the sweetness of it. It pairs well with chocolate cake. So I'm gonna make my chocolate cake and then I put some tangerine in it. I'm doing a tangerine simple syrup and a tangerine ginger diplomat.
Oh my god, chocolate and orange to me is one of the best combinations.
Yeah, me too.
What's your spring break adventure?
A camping cake. Ooh.
You like camping?
I don't want to go initially, but then when I get there, I would prefer to be a glamper, but my kids just really love it because it's an adventure for them.
It's like the great outdoors.
To decorate my cake, I'm covered in a blue frosting to represent the spring sky, and then green to represent wrath. I'm going to make a campfire made of twill logs, as well as coating chocolate flames. I'm going to throw some tangerine and ginger crumble to make a liquid scent.
The preheat definitely could have been better. Not having my mousse set the way I wanted to was pretty rough. I'm glad the judges liked the way it tasted, but that's not enough for me. I need it to be perfect. The citrus I got today was Caracara Orange, which actually works out pretty well because one of my favorite spring break vacations is in Jeju. It's a small island off of Korea, and it's actually known for its green tea and oranges. Doing orange sponge, orange buttercream ganache on top of that orange buttercream layer. A light matcha Swiss buttercream with matcha. You get that tea flavor. The marriage of that green tea, orange chocolate, I just love it. And orange cornmeal crumble to resemble the trail in Jeju Island, as well as orange gelée half spheres to represent orange groves. I learned that I need to budget out my time a little bit more efficiently and just be ready to change things if I need.
We're all feeling the stress right now. Normally I'd let these sit in the pan for a minute or two, but time is not a luxury I have here. I really would have liked to have won the preheat because I want to make my family proud, but maybe I needed a bit of an ego check, so I'll take it. So I have pomelo. We don't have a lot of pomelos in Seminar and BC. They're kind of an exotic fruit, so I can't lie, I'm a little nervous. It does have that same bitterness a little bit as grapefruit, but it's way sweeter. So I'm making a white cake because I really want to let that pomelo shine and all of it kind of floral back note with a pomelo American buttercream. My favorite spring break adventure would honestly be a nap in my bed, but that's a very boring cake.
Spelled it wrong.
In Canada, we don't really call it spring. We call it maple weekend.
Oh, you just weird. They don't recognize it.
Going to make a domed cake, and I'm going to top it with yuzu white chocolate painted like flames. To create a bonfire, I brush cocoa butter color on an acetate sheet. I pour my tempered chocolate and spread it thin. I haven't made a sheet of tempered chocolate garnish in a really long time. Like, I'm talking years.
Wish they had voice text for your computer.
Focus on the fire. It's very risky, but if everything works out, it will be something unique for the judges to look at.
Right, and let's go. It's okay. Yeah, the citrus I have is kumquat. I like the kumquat. I'm making coconut with coconut roasted fraiche on the baking. And between the layers, vanilla cream whipped with mascarpone and kumquat coffee. So my spring breaking adventure is the beach. That vacation, that spring break is on this because it's just beautiful. So I make ombre and white and blue waves all around. On the top, I use 13 for making the sand. I do the chair white chocolate. My mistake of my first plate is like slapping my face. I understand I'm not on the level with other containers. Can't stay at this effect. I make something more complex, more elaborate, with more flavor, the technique of piping, the decoration.
Are you sending?
Will be perfect.
Carter's fields are closed for today.
Okay, yeah. Why didn't you tell me I look like a tangerine? You look like a kid. Oh, it's perfect. Guess I'm wearing my shirt today. I love tangerine. I'm gonna make a olive cake with tangerine zest and juice in it. I'm gonna fill it with bird and
They like to take there.
train is big in Savannah. So I wanted to incorporate that. Then
I'm not sure I could do the taking
Savannah base. Going to Savannah with my husband is one of my favorite
they are
time
with
adventures.
the
One of my
time.
best memories.
Like, so they air like 9 episodes. But that doesn't mean they're there for 9 days.
Like, you know what I mean? Something with a large old tree
Like
and
9
some flowers.
days.
So I'm gonna use fondant
Yeah.
for that, and then candied tangerine as like the sun.
So in the pre
9 weeks is like
told
2
me that my
months.
shortbread cookie could use another element. So I want to redeem myself from that. So I'm making shortbread cookie sunglasses. And in that I added some thyme and tangerine for sunglasses in Savannah.
Sandra, how you doing?
So far, so good, Jesse.
What ingredient did you get?
I got key lime.
Nice.
Yeah, thank goodness, coming from Florida. I'm familiar with that flavor. I'm making a vanilla poppy seed key lime cake with key lime curd and Swiss meringue buttercream.
What are you making for your spring break adventure cake?
Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I had my first spring break experience over there. It was amazing to visit the beaches, sightseeing. My plan is to recreate the cake like the ocean. The palm trees, there is a whale over there, there's some waves, coral, starfish.
Sandra, my guy, how's it going?
So far so good. I'm working on my ocean.
Oh, beautiful. I am also doing an ocean.
Brushing on that. Smart.
Well, got no time, Sandra. I don't want me to put anything else on the front of it. So we gotta do something.
45 minutes to go to finish your spring break adventure cakes. Come on, makers. Take us on an adventure.
Going down there, frosting, Michael's adding detail. Rochelle is stacked in. Oh, so I'll probably give it another 2 minutes, but yeah. So when I work on my details for the cakes, I get all excited. I'm going to carve my cake to look like the mountains.
This carving is stressful for me because right now it's a cake only a mother can love. I've made a lot of sculpted cakes. It's definitely a technique I'm comfortable with, but the judges are tough and I want them to see the wow factor. I'm going to create a pond on my cake with gelatin. So I have my gelatin, it's gonna go into the sugar water and I'm gonna pour it onto the cake. Pour this today. And literally hope for the best. Oh no, that's not gonna work at all. I airbrushed the entire mountain black, so now it's turning my liquid black instead of blue. Nobody wants to swim in a black lake. I really don't have time to go through all this right now, so I need to come up with another plan quick. It's really sad. That's not gonna work at all.
Sabrina, I saw you're about to pour a lake.
I'm gonna call me out.
What happened?
I airbrushed to make it look like mountainous, so when I started to put the gelatin, it made everything black. So here we are.
So what do you got to do?
Peanut butter cream for some oceans, throw some greens on there, and hope it still looks like a hiking trail.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
30 minutes to go. Spring break adventure cakes.
Oh my god. We are taking these cake sponges out. They're ready. I get my cakes in the oven and they looked really good. So I'm trying to taste all of my elements together. What is tart? Taste it and I'm like, this is bitter. The bitterness of the pomelo, I think that it's coming on a little too strong. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some fresh pomelo and add a little bit of granulated sugar to that to work in on the bitterness of it. I paint fast, I build fast, so I think that I will be able to manage to get the cake done. Spread.
I want to do a gradient of very deep blue sea ocean, baby blue, and it was a different color, so you swoosh it around and start to blend as you go up. I'm going to do a beach cake theme. I'm tempering chocolate for cutouts. I'm going to do isomalts over ice. I sprinkled a little bit of throw blue and colors to give it a bit of a blend, and then pour the sugar over. Then it sees up the sugar. Once it sets for a bit, I can pour right out, and that sugar will come right out. Gorgeous. Reminds me of left to pour it out.
What? So you got 15 minutes left.
Made me nervous. It's a fine against the clouds. I made the shortbread to recreate Puerto Vallarta beach on my cake. Trying to do my palm trees. I take some pretzels and dip it with chocolate. I create the palm leaf with green chocolate. Have to be very careful. Fresh.
The best way for me to not freak out is to like just inside and outside just tell myself everything is fine. It's not a something. I make a hard caramel and pour it into the shortbread cookie sunglasses. That way it looks like glass. That's that.
Perfect. I'm making a hot butter made of Tweel logs. Once they come out, I quickly roll them up before they harden. I'm using foam coating chocolate to make it bite.
You got 5 minutes left.
I'm trying to use my palette knife just to kind of draw over the buttercream that I've put on my cake already. It kind of gives a little bit of a rustic look, but that's what I'm going for because I'm capturing those mountains with the trees and the lake.
I'm making the lake out of sugar.
Wow. And then amazing.
I'm trying to.
The judges see my heritage, my culture, and I really transport them to a place that I love and really hope to visit.
Buttercream
Say?
just streets on there.
Yeah, late
It's
for
still
the top
like
of the
that
cake.
kind of trail that I was looking
Oh,
for.
cool.
Cool and sparkly.
Yeah.
America is made way better before.
These series of songs on the song.
10 seconds.
Not done. Come on.
It's the end of the road, bakers. Time to take the judges on your bacon adventure.
I look down at my cake and I think it's pretty cool. But I look over at the other cakes. Come on now. Sandro. Oh my god. My goodness. Alex. I am absolutely nervous.
All right, so judges, we're embracing the outdoors with spring break adventure cakes.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Nikki, welcome back. Tell us about this spring break adventure cake. What kind of adventure are we going on?
My husband and I, our first trip together was to Savannah. So my springtime adventure is sunset and
I was right there the minute I saw the cake.
Yeah, it feels very southern. You know, I like the big white flowers. They're kind of magnolia-ish.
those sunglasses are cute. They actually look like a sunglass. Look at the lens. I think they're so cute.
Nikki, let's give it a taste.
So my citrus ingredient was tangerine. My cake is an olive oil cake with tangerine zest. The filling is tangerine curd. There's tangerine buttercream, and it's topped with almond brew. This is Southern hospitality on a plate. Wow. This tastes like somebody's grandmama made it.
Tangerine is just a whiff. You get it, but you're not afraid of it. It's lovely.
Wow. And your brittle is amazing.
Get the side out for Josh. I think it's in a good way.
That's really good.
This cookie's delicious. It's buttery. It's salty. That tangerine just kind of flies in there. It's just really good. So much better. So much better. Wow.
Big thanks. So welcome back.
My adventure is camping at the beach. It's near a fire with wheels.
Your logs are very creative, and your fire is fun.
Your chocolate work on the side is super clean.
Yeah.
Edit it. You know what I mean? Focus a little bit and do a couple of things really.
Let's give it a taste.
My citrus ingredient is tangerine. So the layers are a chocolate cake, a tangerine ginger diplomat, a tangerine from cracker crumble, and then as well as Swiss buttercream and there's a little bit of tangerine zest to it.
It's delicious. Good chocolate cake. Moist, yummy, chocolatey.
Tangerine for sure. Still on my tongue. I love your filling. It's smooth. It's delicate.
That means a lot. I think this is my son's favorites.
Lucky kid.
Yeah, for sure. Hello.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
I want to take you on an adventure to one of the best places I've ever vacationed to, Jeju Island, off the coast of South Korea, to explore the tea farms as well as the orange groves. So I have cornmeal tumble trails going all around the island sites. I put orange gelée to represent orange grove trees.
I love your story, but literally I can't see that. You know?
It's cool to go conceptual, but you gotta really stick to maybe it's delicious, but we'll see.
The citrus I got was Caracara orange. The cake is orange chiffon. They have a combination matcha buttercream on the outside, orange buttercream on the inside, a small ganache, as well as orange cornmeal crumble. Oh my god, oh my god. The flavor, the texture, that's the most important part to me. Please just let them like that.
Is it delicious?
I loved it.
Okay.
The buttercream was delicious, and the chocolate was very well with the carrot.
There's tons of orange. I like that you put that zest in there because it really just brightens it up.
You are a really good baker. You have to bake food this good.
Yes.
All right.
Michael, thanks, man.
Thank you guys.
I'm a little concerned about it. I mean, it was a disaster visually, but it did taste good.
Hello, Judge.
Sabrina, welcome back.
Thank you. So hiking is my favorite thing to do in the springtime. So I created a cake that represents hiking.
Your cake feels like a porcelain seed. It really feels crafted. It's really nice.
Thank you.
You're really good with realism. The side looks like what? Your whole
Aesthetic is just so cohesive.
I hope it tastes just as good as it looks.
So I had the kumquats as my citrus, and I made a kumquat marmalade that went inside of vanilla cake with vanilla buttercream.
Sabrina, you're a sponge. That's amazing.
Thank you.
It just, I can describe it.
Get a little feel
Moist.
It's nice that like you're getting the flavors of fun, and it's really smooth too.
Good job, Sabrina. Way to go.
So
That's it.
Yeah,
it is.
Robert.
Hello, beautiful people. For my spring break baking adventure, it's snorkeling and swimming on the west coast of Florida. I did a lot of chocolate decoration and I did an ice and wall as well.
You got a lot of very clean techniques up here. It looks high
It
tech.
looks like
And
Like
the floral
Nemo.
is stunning.
Yeah.
It's whimsical, but it's precise.
Yeah.
two words come to mind. Coastal chic. Yes.
I love it. My citrus flavor was Meyer lemon. I did a Meyer lemon hibiscus cake, Meyer lemon curd on the inside, Italian buttercream on the outside, and that's our cake.
Cake is like really kind of mellow.
Yeah.
And the curd is so bright. It's untethered. You know, there's nothing connecting these two. It needs a little butter.
A lot of butter, sugar, and more balance.
I hear you.
Robert, thanks so much, man.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Anna.
So my citrus ingredient was fire lemon. I'm Greek. Obviously, we work a lot with lemons. I really wanted to just highlight my heritage. So we are in Santorini. In the distance, you hear the church bells ringing of the local village church. The salt air is like hitting your face. It's early morning. And here we have Santorini in a cake.
This is a beautiful cake. You absolutely brought me there. Airbrushing is beautiful. The way you've done it. Your blue meets your yellow and it doesn't turn green. You got the clouds in there. Really, really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm anxious to taste this.
So I made for you a Meyer lemon cake with a baklava filling, a feta lemon curd, and then a lemon buttercream on top.
Like, go big or go home. You went big. Big, bold flavor. The Meyer lemon fiddle curd was so genius. It's a little earthy.
Thank you.
This baklava filling, it's delicious, but I got that much.
Yeah.
It's just a little tiny bit.
Okay.
The cake has wonderful lemon. A little bit more filling is what really would have taken this over the top.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Anna, thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Rochelle.
The adventure that I'm taking you on is 2 years ago. My then boyfriend planned a hiking trip, and that is when we popped the question. So I wanted to do the mountains and the trees and the lake. I'm not an adventurous person, but I'm glad I made it to the script because otherwise I would still be single.
Your story is just wonderful. And I love the cake. I get the mountains and it's just beautiful.
It's very painterly. It's so impressionistic that from here I really can't read exactly what it's like.
Thank you.
All right, let's give it a taste, and if you can tell us what kind of cake you made.
So my citrus ingredient was Cara Cara orange. I made a vanilla cake spiced with some cardamom, and I made an orange curd with the
It's helping.
I'm gonna grab some.
Why? Why do we have to eat vivid? Is it safe by
Aiden, whenever I give you these big packs of chicken, these go in the fridge, not the freezer. Okay? Because I break them up and put them into separate bags, but if they all freeze solid, I can't do that. Okay?